Hello, all my JUKI friends. My name is Alba, and welcome to another Tips and Tricks with JUKI. Today, I am talking about the double fold bias binder, and I have one in front of me, and I wanted to show you the components of this. I did another video previously on how to load the fabric and just tips with getting it to run smoothly, but today I'm going to be showing you how to use it with quilts and doing those mitered corners. I wanted to show you the binder itself so that you could get a little bit familiar with this tool. First, it comes with a foot that's very short, allowing you to really get a nice top stitch onto that, and also 2 thumb screws. Now this pivots and opens up, and this section here with that wide opening is where you would put your thumb screws to screw it right into the bed of the machine. Now there's also a set of screws right by where you feed your bias, and this allows you to move closer and further away from your foot, depending on the machine, depending on the material that you're using. And likewise, that big screw allows you to move left and right to get this positioned perfectly. Now with this, I fed my bias in, and I just pushed that fabric that I got it all the way into there, and I have it being held by my needle right now. So as I am sewing this, I want to make sure that I'm holding my quilt right into that corner, and as I'm coming to a stop, I want my needle to be right at the edge of the fabric, and I'm going to move my machine slightly. You will see where my needle is and where my fabric is. I went right to the edge, and I am touching my scissor button. And what I will be doing is releasing enough of that bias, and I want to give that a little finger press. Sorry if my arm got in the way. And I am going to move this fabric closer to me. And you want to make sure that you have enough to be able to work with. And what I am going to be doing, again, with that finger press, I am going to open this up and kind of force that bias. And this will allow me, and I'm going to pull that tape back through. And a long silk pin would come in really handy for just holding that in place. And I'm going to bring this, in fact, I am going to put a pin into that corner to hold it. I have that nice miter, and I'm going to put my pin right in there, and I am going to bring that fabric all the way towards me, and I am going to position this right underneath the foot so that my needle catches that very corner. Now, with my stiletto, I'm using tweezers here. I'm making sure that my fabric is tucked all the way in, and I am going to sew. And you would do this on all 4 of your corners. Now, I'll be right back and show you the results. Now you could see that beautiful corner that I've just completed. And I want you to see how beautifully that is top stitched right at the edge. and it catches the front and the back beautifully. And I'm just gonna allow you to get a really close look at that. Now at that corner, I did add a pin to secure. You could also add some fusible web tape, that 1/4 inch fusible web tape, and press that first inch and force that miter in place. But with the bias binder, that double fold bias binder gives you the ability not only to do curves, but to do those beautiful mitered corners. How beautiful is that for your quilts, your crafting projects, everything that you could imagine? I really like to do this when I'm sewing garments and I am not lining like a jacket. I would do this on my inside seams, and those are called Hong Kong seams, and it just gives a beautiful professional look to that garment. Make sure to make comments on this and let me see pictures of what you're doing with your bias binding attachment. Until next time, bye-bye.